What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Minnesota Timberwolves at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Should be a good one. No Anthony Davis today. So this is typically a game where Kyle Kuzma steps up and has a huge game. So let's see what happens there. He's going to start in place of AD. I guess we're keeping the same rotation, just bringing Trez off the bench. So everything stays the same except no AD and Kuz is starting. So my question to Frank Vogel is, does this open up more minutes for THT off the bench? Since now you took Kuz off the bench and you put him in the starting rotation, will we get to see Talon Horton-Tucker tonight? I sure hope so. Another little minor update. There was an injury report on Karl Towns. He's going to be reevaluated in about a week or so, in the next couple of weeks. So he should be out tonight, last I checked. So we subtract two of the best bigs in the game. And what do you still have? A good ball game, man. We still got LeBron. We still got D'Angelo Russell on the other side. Ricky Rubio likes to light us up. So we're going to have to keep him in check. Last I checked, they got the number 1 overall pick. So again, very intriguing, very entertaining game regardless. Yes, I will address the Clippers. I'm going to get right to that as soon as we fill up the chat a little bit more. But the Clippers, man, oh my goodness. Did I tell you guys or what? They're just pretenders. I told you. I've been telling you since last year. Without Kawhi, they're nothing. I said, ask him, if we stop Kawhi, we're good. And we didn't. We didn't stop Kawhi or PG, but they got exposed today by the Dallas Mavericks. And I know people are going to say, well, Dan, Kawhi wasn't playing. Yes, I get that. But still, you got destroyed by 51 points by the same Dallas Maverick team that we just beat the other night. We dominated from end to end on Christmas Day. And they didn't have Kristaps Porzingis, so it evens out. Yeah, those Clippers are something else, man. Honestly, to me, they're the laughingstock of the NBA, and it's hilarious, man. But yes, Lakers, Timberwolves, keys to the game. We're gonna need Kuz to step up in the absence of AD, so he's gonna be a major factor, hopefully. And then Trez, let's see what he does as the main guy off the bench. I want to see some more of Dennis and Trez. You know, that little 1-2 punch has been great for us, man. They've been amazing. So they got to keep it up. What's up? What's up, Christian? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is not a chain. This is the shirt, bro. The chain is separate from the. It looked like a chain. That's crazy. Imagine that was a chain. Yes, Talon Horton-Tucker. Hopefully he gets to play. That's what I'm looking forward tonight. Remember, come on, not rookie. I keep calling him a rookie because he didn't play much last year, so technically he is a rookie. But yeah, I did see what happened to the Clippers, Samurai, and it was justice. It was poetic justice because they were already getting overhyped by the media since they beat us on Christmas Day. I'm sorry, not Christmas Day, opening night. So yeah, everybody was buying the hype. Everybody that doesn't really know basketball, they like to be prisoners of the moment. So I told you guys, I'm not that impressed. Lakers were just falling asleep because of the ring ceremony, and obviously we were emotionally drained. We didn't show up. My man said Cavs looking nice. They're 2-0, right? Are they playing right now? Are the Cavs playing right now? I do like Drummond. Drummond's been killing it for me in the fantasy leagues. So, I mean, I've always liked Drummond. He said, we don't care about the Clippers over here. We care today because today they got demolished by 51. So, yes, we will be touching on that often because we want to hurt some feelings, man. These people were all kinds of rowdy in the comment section when we lost them. So, yep, it was beautiful to watch. I wasn't watching the game till I seen the score in the first quarter, and I was like, I got to tune in, man. Luke is killing over here. And sure enough, they were exposing him. So nice to see JaVale Ball. Now, he's doing good, but remember, his workload is a lot more on a younger team where he's the champion veteran. They're looking for him to do more. So he wouldn't have had this. He wouldn't have had those same numbers over here. Don't be fooled. And he was non-efficient for us in the playoffs. So I'm still not hurt that we let him go. However, a lot of people are clamoring for some rim protection, so we'll see what happens. A lot of time left in the season. Only 2 games in. He said the Nets are on the verge of losing to Charlotte. I'm not surprised. Charlotte has some young talent, man. They got a lot of good guards. Like, literally, they picked up Gordon Hayward, who I still believe is overpaid, but he can put up some buckets. They got Devontae Graham and Teddy Rozier, who's been killing this year. And not to mention, they got the number 3 overall pick, LaMelo, who a lot of people are very high on, especially with his playmaking. So they're solid. They got a lot of guard depth over there. So they're interesting to watch at the very least. If they lose, it's not a big thing, man. It's not a big thing. It's a long season. It's the NBA. It's a lot of talent. People are saying, Ian from Miami, from the Wizards are a potential piece if they buy him out or trade. Yeah, I'm not going to listen to rumors now because that buyout might not come to like February. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Right now, our team looks really good. We do have minor weaknesses here and there, especially with like paint protection. Right now, we're struggling, but maybe we'll adapt. Maybe the lineup changes and stuff like that, mismatches on different nights. We'll see how we can adapt to those bigs. Like I said, there's not that many dominant bigs. There's maybe a handful, like 4 or 5 of them, on besides Anthony Davis. So those are the teams we have to worry about. The rest of the league is going to get demolished by us because we have good enough size still with AD and Mark and LeBron and Kuz and Trez. We got plenty of size still. So is AD seriously injured? Well, we're keeping him out for precaution. We definitely don't want him to end up straining anything or tearing anything. But yeah, we're making sure that he's out. That he comes back healthy. And on a game like tonight, we can afford it. We have enough depth to beat this team. And they're not going to play Karl Towns most likely. So I mean, it's going to basically even out. And we still got way more depth, so we're good. And this is also an opportunity for Kuz to show what he's got, for Trez to get maybe a little upgraded minutes, and maybe for Talon even to play. We'll see what happens with that. But the fact that Towns is out and AD is out, that basically cancels out each other. But we still know that we had the best big, so it's still a win for them on that. Anytime you can subtract, Anthony Davis from any game, then I'm sure they would sacrifice any of their players. But they didn't do it for that. Obviously, Karl Towns is injured, so hopefully, I wish him a speedy recovery. And same thing for AD, but I think AD's situation is a lot more minor. Dan, thoughts on Scalabrine? I like his size, bro. I like his size, but he's a very clumsy big. Reminds me a little bit of JaVale, except JaVale, I think, is a little bit more athletic and more seasoned. So I'm not exactly buying stock on Scalabrine, but would I be mad? No, I think Rob knows what he's doing. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother. He said, why so much hesitation on giving Talon Horton-Tucker more time? Me and my boy were actually talking about that. It's interesting because the league always does this. Like even lottery picks, it's very few teams. Like I commend the Timberwolves for just throwing their first overall pick into the fire and just giving him minutes. That's what you need for quicker development. I wish that the Hornets coach would give LiAngelo. I always get him all confused. LaMelo Ball more minutes. He definitely needs more minutes. And as far as Talon Horton-Tucker, he's already showed his potential. And even in limited minutes, he's looked really good. So it's really just a matter of, Frank being Frank. And what I mean by that is he favors veterans who have more experience until like it's a clear-cut favorite to overtake him. And I already think it's a clear cut. I feel like Talon Horton-Tucker has outplayed early in the season. It is early, so I'm going to cut some slack. But he's outplayed Caruso thus far, and he's also outplayed Wesley Matthews easily. So, yeah, if I was a coach, you earn it. Meaning Wesley Matthews, I'm sorry, you don't have seniority. If you're shooting like crap, I'm giving your minutes to Talon Horton-Tucker. So I'd be that type of coach. But again, I'm only a fan, a diehard at that. But, I'm seeing things from a different perspective. So I'm cutting Frank some slack. He has a championship coach, and I'm just a fan. So we'll see what he does. Hopefully, eventually, though, he'll see the light and play my man THC anywhere between 15 and 25 minutes. That's what he needs. Did you hear what happened to the Clippers today? Bro, I witnessed the whole second half and part of the second quarter. It was beautiful because I'm telling you, I always say things and people think I sound crazy, right? Like I say things like when we got beat on opening night, I said, honestly, the Clippers don't impress me. This victory, I mean, they needed more than us. We obviously come off a ring ceremony. People were saying we're making excuses. I'm like, nah, I'll make that trade-off. You can get the first win of the regular season as long as we get the final win in the playoffs, right? That's all that matters. So that team has always been a pretender. Anybody who drinks the Kool-Aid, anybody who thinks that they're an actual favorite to win it, like this, the Clippers have been the media darling for the past 2 years so far that I posted it on Twitter. There was an article saying why Clipper fans shouldn't panic about the Clippers losing by 51. Can you imagine all the negative articles that would have been posted about the Lakers had we lost to the Mavericks with minus Kristaps Porzingis? Like by 51, come on, man. They just made history in the worst way. Dan, would you change your name to Dan the Clippers fan for $1 million? Never. Never, 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 never. Unless it was like, unless it was like for one day, I guess. But that would be the most shameful thing I ever did, and I'd have to be really desperate for money to do that. Uh, he said, Dan, would you for those asking, Kuz is starting, not Trez. Yes, I mentioned this earlier in my show. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma will be starting, and he usually does extremely well in the starting role. I'm talking 20 plus points per game is what he averages when he starts. So that'll be interesting to see how the team adapts to him, not being on the bench and actually starting. I think it'll be good for us. And then again, let's see who gets the extra minutes that Kuz is leaving behind on the bench. Hopefully, my boy THC gets him because he deserves them, and we need his confidence to go sky high like it was in preseason. Because if the coach continues to bury him on the back of the bench, and maybe he might not work as hard, or maybe he might let off a little bit, He said, "What's up, Dan? Hopefully, Gasol and West play better, but Kuz will play good. Starting Trez and Schroeder been impressing. We're going back to back. I agree, Danny, and I think it's not going to be easy championship. Again, defending your title is always the hardest, based on what NBA players have always said, right? But we have the depth, we have the superstars, coaching staff, front office. We got it all. And I don't see too many weaknesses. Again, people I feel like are overreacting about our lack of athleticism in the paint. But we'll see. Again, after 10 games, I will reevaluate this roster. But right now, I'm very pleased. Like, if I had to rate this team right now, out of 10, I'd give them a 9. That's how happy I am with them. Obviously, they're not a perfect 10 for obvious reasons. Wesley Matthews hasn't been shooting lights out or playing good defense for the matter. And then Marc Gasol, has basically been irrelevant, as well as THC not getting minutes. If those things were different, then I'd definitely be giving him a 10. But we're good. We're good, man. How is AD? Well, I think it's more for rest. He's a little sore, but I think it's just they're being precautious. Obviously, we got to make sure that our guys are healthy for the long run. So that's what it is, man. We just inked this guy to a 5-year deal. We're gonna make sure we take care of this kid, man. He said those calf strains are very tricky and nothing to play with. Even calf tightness is concerning to sit out for real. Exactly, brother. And that's what I'm saying. It's not serious right now, but it is. You have to play your cards right, and you have to make sure that he heals 100% before he sees the court again. And our depth allows us to do that, right? We have the luxury of even benching LeBron and still winning tonight, most likely, if we did that. But as long as we execute and we don't get cute with the basketball, make sure we finish, we go up strong, we don't turn over the ball, hit our free throws, little fundamental things. Talent-wise is all there. He said, Dan, the Flippers were still celebrating their opening night championship too hard. They are getting a blowout by 50 tonight. Shake my head. Bruh, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's the Clippers. The Clippers are the biggest fool's gold, but only for the fools, only for the fools, because you smart fans, you know better. Everybody in this channel, all you Laker fans know better than to think the Clippers are even a threat at this point. I wouldn't be shocked if Kawhi Leonard opted out next year and left somewhere. Like, he'll have options. So he'll gain my respect back if he leaves that godforsaken basketball team, right? With those godforsaken, ignorant fans. If he leaves them, then he'll regain my respect. But as a basketball talent, he's never lost that. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you just because I'm a Laker fan. There's one player that I respect on that team, and that's Kawhi Leonard. Before Serge Ibaka joined that team, I used to respect him. But now, and I know he's talented, not a fan. He said, Dan, I'm a Lakers fan, but weren't we hating on the Clippers last season when they sacked Kawhi and PG? Why are we doing it now? Calf strain, my brother. We're not load managing. That's the difference. The Lakers don't load manage. No, we're being safe about it, but it is a bit concerning. So there's a difference between load managing just to play favorites like they did with Kawhi and actually trying to prevent an injury based off of, something minor that is currently hampering him. So, that's the difference. It's not even comparable. Please don't ever compare the Lakers to the Clippers. Everything from top to bottom is 180. It's completely different, from the top to the bottom. Hey, what's up, JDH? How you doing, bro? Thank you, man. It's my pleasure. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. Let's get that up, please. He said, where the Flipper fan trolls at? They were pretty quiet in here today. Yeah, they only show up when they get that little, victory, that little moral victory or whatever. That's when they show up. But they're just, I don't know why Clipper fans ever talk seriously. Hey Dan, Dallas just gave me a late Christmas present. These flippers made history for the wrong reasons. Finally, ESPN made my day. Yes, sir. Hey, let me tell you something, Jose. This the Clippers, it's only going to get worse before it gets better. I look at their team chemistry; they don't look tight. They still don't really have a leader out there. They're all blaming each other, looking at each other. Doc Rivers ain't there no more, so you can no longer, the veil is pulled back, and you can see everything for what it is. He said, "Yo, Dan, my friend, dared me to say Clippers are Lakers' daddy." He said, I beat in a 1 versus 1. I beat him with the GW fadeaway with Kobe's. I don't know what you're talking about, Danny. I'm not sure, bro. You're all over the place. Dan, can you see the Lakers trading Kuz, KCP, and a first-round pick for Levine in the offseason? I can't see that right now. The Lakers, remember, KCP is currently a member of Clutch Sports, and they take care of their clients. And in order to keep that relationship, if it ain't broke, don't fix it for now. Now, would that be a good trade? Absolutely. Zach LaVine is super talented. He adds another star player to your roster. Can you imagine Dennis Schroeder and Zach LaVine in the backcourt with LeBron and AD in the front court? Yeah, don't get me started on that. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. We have to stay realistic. And like my man Lil Deck says, man, we can't be loving trades, bro. We coming off of a championship and we already improved. There's no reason to try to pretend like we're in NBA 2K. We don't have to make trades, bro. We love it here. Let's stay in this good, positive space and just be happy with the team we have. We still need a center. We'll see. It's still early, man. We didn't need a center last game versus Dallas. So again, there's very few teams that have that. Timothy Hostler. Is that how did I butcher it? Anyways, I hope you did subscribe, man. Welcome to the family. My boy said Lakers probably resting AD because we got back-to-back game tomorrow. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see because, like I said, if it really is a strain, we need to sit him out till he's 100% ready to go. So, yeah. He said, would you trade Gasol for Howard right now? It's too early, man. Like I said, I like the roster for what it is. I'm going to give Gasol a chance. I haven't quit on him yet. I have noticed he did slow down quite a bit from last year. But it could be also that the timeline for restarting the season, older people, they take a little bit longer to get going. So we just got to be patient. It's not like we're going to be losing a lot of games regardless. So he said, Dan, you should start the phone calls again. I remember listening to the pregame and postgame shows at 6 a.m. When I was going to work. I was the only thing that made time go by faster. I'll see what's up, man. If I get a lot of people requesting it, I'll bring the phone calls back. If you guys want to reach out to me via the phone line, make sure you drop it in the comment section after this video posts, because I never go back and read all these comments, man. If I skipped you here, if I missed you by any chance, I'll be watching the game after that. But, however, in the comment section, when the video is fully posted after it goes live, you can definitely leave that there, and it pops up on my cell phone, and I try to reply to as many as possible during my spare time. So, yeah, if you guys want to request for me to open up the phone lines again, type in phone line or say, bring back the phones or whatever. If you guys think it's cool like that, because, I can fully dedicate myself to reading the comment section and just going back and forth with you guys, and just say, keep it as is. And we'll see whatever tallies up more votes over time. I'll make sure and give the people what they want. He said, starting Kyle Kuzma today. Yes, sir. He's ready to go. I expect him to drop anywhere between 20 to 25 points. That's why I want to see him today. Hey, what's up, Tay Deuce? How you doing, bro? Doing good, man. Everyone looks out of shape. I think we will be even better by February. I do agree. That's a great point. Social media, that's a great point. Even Luka looks a little pudgy, right? Everybody talks about Harden, but Luka looks a little big himself. It's that COVID, man. Everybody's at home. A lot of people aren't exercising as much as they should, including myself, man. I got to get out there. But bottom line is, yeah, you're right. Everybody should be back in game shape by like January, February, hopefully. And we'll get a higher quality of basketball from everybody, including Marc Gasol and some of the Lakers. So let's see what happens. How many games until we worry about Gasol? I will reevaluate in about 8 more games, including tonight. So, like I told you, after 10 games, that's when I like to that's when I really like to get into it. He said, "Yo, my friend dared me to say Clippers rule LA." He said, "I laughed and beat in a basketball 1v1 with my Kobe's and yelled Kobe." Oh, okay. Yeah, man, don't ever say that. No matter what your friend says, because that's blasphemy. That's like you're lying to the people. You're lying to yourself because the people won't even believe it. But I feel you, bro. Make sure you beat the crap out of your friend for me. He said, "Everybody go hit that like button for the homie Dan." Hey, appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the love. My man said, "Give our team about 30 games and we will be meshing." That's what last year took. I say 20 because this game is a championship team and we got to pick it up a little bit quicker simply because it's 10 games less. So I'll give them 20. But I agree. Normally it is around 25 to 30 games. Hey, what's up, Devin? How you doing, my brother? Nets just the Nets just lost to Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte's got talent. Charlotte has talent. And I said they're one of the teams I'm looking at in the East to maybe sneak in there for the 8th seed. I know they lost their first couple of games, but Charlotte does have heck of talent. And I really want to see your boy LaMelo start getting more consistent minutes. But yeah, that's great. I mean, I told you the Nets, they're one of the teams that looks good, but it's still early. I told you guys we'll see when stuff hits the wall. Let's see how they deal with adversity because it's a long season. He said KD choked. It happens, man. It's a long year. We can't even pretend like every player is perfect. So I'm not going to talk smack about KD. He's been killing, man. And that's props to KD because after his severe injuries, for him to come back like that, man. The Bucks are getting blown out. Still early, man. Anything can happen. It's that time of the year where identities haven't been established yet, and teams are still finding their way with the new rosters and stuff. So I'm not going to over criticize. The only thing I can criticize, though, however, there's no excuse for a 51-point loss. So shout out to the Mavs for making history today and smacking those Clippers. Steelers come back. Kings AFC North champs. Ugh, I hate the Steelers, man. I'm not even going to lie, Jason. I'm not a Steeler fan, bro. But, hey, congratulations to your Steelers. The Knicks, that's what's up, man. I'm happy to see my Knicks doing good early in the year. Hopefully it turns into something because sometimes they win a couple of games and then they lose the next 30 to 40. So let's see what happens there. He said, LA away cringes me. Clippers haven't won a chip. I laugh when Marcellus Wiley calls them Chip City. Yeah, no. Marcellus Wiley with his big titties, man. He's talking about chocolate chips. This man always sees food. That's what it is, man. He's talking about chocolate chips, so don't even trip on him. Yeah, Clip City, Chip City. This man is just eating when he's talking, It's like, finish your food, bruh. Yeah, that is really cringe. Seriously, Clip City, chips. It should be Clips never winning a Chip City. That's better, right? That fits a little bit better. Hey, what's up, Miles? What's up, brother? Welcome. He said LaMelo is already better than Lonzo. I don't know about that, Divine. If you've been looking at Lonzo, his jumper looks a little bit better this year, and I do like Lonzo's defense better. So let's not go off the hype. I know LaMelo's looking nice, and he has more potential than Lonzo right now, but Lonzo's still young, and he can still get better. I'm still rooting for the kid. He's talking about a bag of chips? Maybe. Yeah, he's probably talking about a bag of chips. You're right. He said, in NFL history, no team start 11-0, then lose 4 straight games. So NFL didn't want that to happen. I'm gonna be straight up with you, man. NFL without fans is really hard to watch. I have not been watching the NFL this year, even though I'm a Rams fan, and I've been keeping up with the scores here and there, checking the highlights. I maybe watched 1 or 2 games this year for the Rams, but I've been really busy, and so I haven't really seen football. So I have no idea what you're talking about. I do know the Steelers were killing early, and then all of a sudden something happened there. But yeah, I can't even join that conversation. He said, Dan, you're a comedian, bro. You make me laugh when you say Wiley has titties. This is a fact, man. It's in my track. Go check it out. Clipper Diss Track by DTLF. Definitely check that out. That's a classic. He said, I have not watched any NFL games at all. I feel you, bro. It's weird without the fans. Like basketball, it's still entertaining. Like sometimes it feels like Summer League, but when it's Staples Center, it's always entertaining. So, but when it comes to the NFL, it's just weird without the fans, I don't know. I need the fans going crazy in the stands after a touchdown. I need, the players interacting, all that. I don't know. It's weird. I know the Lakers are going to win tonight, Damon. I'd be shocked if they lose. But again, it is a long season. It's the NBA. We do have to watch out for players like Malik Beasley who can ball. Let's not forget that we're going up against the first overall pick, and I've always liked Edwards. Um, and then D'Angelo Russell, whenever he comes to Staples Center, sometimes he puts on a show. So, yep. Dan, do you still play 2K? Yes, I do, Chris. And I just got my Series X. So I'm about to start streaming on my second channel, The Bad Cave. I know I haven't done it. I was busy for the holidays. I didn't really want to interrupt my flow. I was shopping every day, man, trying to get stuff for my loved ones. So, I didn't really have time to play too much. And then when I did have free time, I was either spending it with you guys, my extended Laker family, or my blood family. And so I apologize for my inactivity in second channel, but I promise you, man, 2021 gonna pick up like crazy, and we're gonna shoot that channel. We're gonna make sure that it shoots way up, almost on the level of this channel. Watch, and it's gonna be entertaining too, because it's not just gonna be video gaming videos. It's gonna be reaction videos over there. It's gonna be movie reviews, recommendations, all kinds of stuff. I want to make that. I want to let you guys into my life just a little bit more. So if you guys are interested, make sure you go ahead and you subscribe to my second channel, The Bad Cave. And it should be good. Hey, Merry Christmas, Blue Dime. He said Pelicans are going to be good this year. I believe it, bro. I've been saying it. They're going to be a problem. And the fact that Brandon Ingram and Zion Williams are both arriving at the same time at such a young age, my goodness, man. That's one of my favorite teams. But after the Lakers and then the Knicks, I added the Pelicans because you guys know me for a long time. I've liked the Knicks and they're the loyal fans for a long time. So I root for them even though they suck every year. But the Pelicans are third. They're right there, man. They're fun to watch every night. They have our ex-Lakers, and you got to love them. Dan, look at the Cavs and the Sixers score. What is it? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. He said, we will see more of Keith knocking down those threes tonight. Hopefully he's on, because the first game he was off, and then the second one he was knocking them down. So we need more consistency for your boy, Chief Keith. He said, college basketball feels off without the student section going crazy. I agree too, man. Those are sports that they need their fans. Like NBA needs the fans as well, but just with the player and raw emotions, we're good. You know what I'm saying? We're good enough to go. But college basketball, the fans get really crazy. Same thing with football. But now where the NBA misses the fans the most is in the playoffs. So that's when the fans get really crazy. That's when the crowd just roars and it brings tears to my eye, especially when my team wins the championship and the crowd gets involved, comes down, that college atmosphere. It's a beautiful thing, man. He said, McGee is balling, but he sucks in the playoffs. It's early in the year. I mean, he's having a good start, right? He's coming from a championship team, so the young players respect him. He's going to get some touches. He's confident right now, but do I expect him to sustain that? No. If you guys remember last year, he started off really good to start the year. Like for the first 7-8 games, I was like, whoa, he's playing like an all-star. And then he started shacking a fool, and then he really shacked it in the playoffs. So I got love for McGee, but I wish him the best. But I don't miss him at all, to be honest with you. He was too inconsistent and a very sloppy player. Very, very sloppy player. Yeah, the Pelicans also have Steven Adams. Yes, that was a good addition. I agree with you, Art. Absolutely. Yeah, the Pelicans. And then they got a good coach. Stan is no joke. Stan Van Gundy is no joke. He holds players accountable. He's going to make them better defensively. I'll tell you this. No team is going to want to see them in the first round, because even though, like, if we face them, the Lakers will probably get taken to 5 or 6 because they're so young, explosive, and full of excitement. And so, yep. My man said, can we laugh at the Clippers a little more? All night. And if we get this dub tonight, even longer. We're going to be able to look back. Because if we lose, then all of a sudden, guess what? Our mood's going to be killed, because we can't really make fun of the Clippers. We lost as well, right? That's all that matters at the end of the day. But as long as we win, yes, we continue to make fun of these flippers, man. And we should win tonight, honestly. We're the better team. I would rather have McGee than the old dude we got now. I mean, to each his own. I mean, that's your opinion. I respect it. But the old dude we have now is a 2-time All-Star. Last I checked, McGee's never made one. That's nice that he can jump out the building and all that, but where was that in the playoffs? Absolutely useless. So I'll take the dude that's probably going to step up, just like Rondo did last year, in the playoffs. Veteran, people underestimate veteran leadership and experience. It matters. And I know that these guys, as they get older, they shift gears a little bit slower. So he's probably just starting off, but he's going to look better and better as the season progresses. I believe in him. I believe in him. He said, anybody want to hear a joke? He said, flippers. Oh, okay. I get it. Dan, do you think Schroeder will go for 30 tonight? I mean, he can go for 25 to 30 any given night. But I feel like slowly but surely he's starting to assert himself little more. Remember, anytime you come to a championship roster, you have to kind of find your niche and your role. Anthony Davis said it best after the last game. He said Dennis has adapted rather quickly, so he's ready to go, man, and he's ready to rock and roll. And let's see what happens. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Please smash the like button. Try to get me up there to 200. It truly helps the channel out, man. I'm humbled for all the support. So thank you guys. So let's keep growing. Let's keep getting our fam involved. And I'll see you guys right here for the post-game recap. Hopefully we get that dub. Let's go. Lakers. Lakers by 10 is my prediction. Let's go.